Hello everyone, guess who's back again and all that. It is indeed me. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all keeping safe, hope you're all keeping sane, and I hope you're all enjoying a nice substantial meal with your dozen pints on a Friday night. Sorry it's been a little while since I've been away. Now I did put a little post on YouTube just to sort of explain the situation, but very quickly, my stepdaughter has been at home for the last couple of weeks. She was basically isolating. A whole year at school, had to isolate for 14 days, probably because someone coughed within a 3-mile radius about 2 weeks ago, and suddenly the world's gone to... Anyway. So yeah, that happened, and so she's been at home, and home is obviously where I work. It's also where I make these videos, and yeah, being a teenage girl, she spends an awful lot of time on YouTube, along with Netflix and all that other stuff. And I, whilst I want to at some stage sit her down and talk to her about gambling and actually explain my background, what I don't want her to do is find out about it third hand through YouTube. And if she gets wind of the fact that I've got a YouTube channel, then she'll watch the videos and then she'll find out everything. And then, anyway. So that's why I've not been able to really make any videos. Plus, there's not been a huge amount to talk about. But what I want to do in this video is have a quick catch up with you guys and just sort of tell you a little bit about what I've heard, what I've read in sort of the couple of weeks that I've been away. And let's start with some good news. Now, you might have seen in the news in the last couple of days, I think it was reported on Sunday, that NatWest have now are now offering a service or a facility by which, if you have an account with them, you can block gambling transactions on your card. Now, very quickly, without being too boring, the way this works is that every merchant that uses a credit or debit card processing service has a unique merchant number. Now, that will be attributed to obviously the business itself, but also the industry that they're in. So all bookmakers will have, they'll be registered as a gambling company. All online casinos will be registered as a gambling company. And so this will do is it will block transactions with merchant numbers that tie up with any of these gambling related industries. Now, I have actually encountered this firsthand, funnily enough. I'm pretty much self-excluded from everywhere you can imagine. It took a long time, but I got there. The very exception is that I have a very small limit on Sky Bet, actually a Sky Bet, because I put the occasional horse bet down for my father-in-law, who doesn't have the internet or anything like that, but he does like a bet on the horses. And during lockdown, he wanted me to put a few bets on the horses for him, so I kept this open. Unfortunately, unfortunately to an extent, I didn't realise that or remember, or even think about the fact that I'd put this gambling block on my Monzo account, which is actually they were one of the first banks to actually offer this facility, and it wouldn't let me put the bet down. So in the end, I think he got someone else to do it. But it does work. It's very effective. Yeah, I can't recommend it highly enough. Now, like I say, NatWest have been in the news, but what you may or may not know, depending on what bank you're with, is that this is actually a service or a facility that's offered by most of the high street banks. I did a little bit of research before making this video, just so I can let you guys know. But yeah, it's currently offered by NatWest. It's currently offered by Barclays. It's currently offered by the Lloyds Group, and that includes Halifax as well. So if you've got a Halifax account or a Lloyds account, I think it might work with TSB. I'm not actually sure. I couldn't really find out much from them. HSBC offer the same facility. And obviously Monzo, like I've spoken about before, Monzo is basically an online account, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Not just if... you've got a gambling problem such as myself, but also if you're looking for a quick, easy deposit, easy withdrawal account. I actually set up a Monzo account as my safe account. When I started to address my gambling debts, I set up a Monzo account as a safe account where I can put my wages, where basically unscrupulous debt collectors, unscrupulous people who may have had a continuous payment authority against my bank couldn't just start helping themselves to cash. So while I sorted my debts out, I started using the Monzo account, and to be honest, I haven't looked back, and now I actually have a business account with them as well. This isn't there's no paid promotion. I don't think anyone would pay me to promote anything, but if you don't have a bank account currently, or you want to change a current account or get a safe account to put your wages in if you are addressing your gambling debts, then I strongly recommend Monzo. Like I said, they've got that facility. Starling, another good online bank, they have that facility. I think N26 do as well. So if you are struggling with gambling, if you do use your card a lot for gambling, so you're using it either over the counter in the bookmakers, or you're using it probably more likely online at the online casinos, at the online bookmakers, then contact your bank. Some of them allow you to do it online on the app. Some of them you might have to contact them. I'll put the links from each of the banks in the description below. So if you're, like I say, a member of NatWest, Barclays, Halifax, Lloyds, HSBC, Monzo, Starling, then yeah, I'll put a link in the description below. You can find out a little bit more about this facility, how it works, and how to set it up. If I haven't mentioned your bank, I'm sure there's a good chance they do offer a very similar thing, so it's well worth getting in touch with them, getting those blocks in place, and it's just one more tick in a box. It's one more restriction on your ability to gamble. I said it before, and I will say it again. If you are going to gamble, if you have a strong enough urge to gamble, you will probably always find a way in which you can gamble. But the more blocks you put in place, the harder you make it for yourself, the more thinking, the more cooling off time you buy yourself, and the less likely you are to actually act on those urges. You know, the more time you've got to actually reconsider your decision to gamble. With most of these accounts, they do have this like I say, this betting filter. But what you can do is you can turn it off, but it gives you a 48 or 72 hour call off period, you know, before you can actually use it again. And like I say, quite often enough, that will buy you enough space, enough thinking time to you know, reconsider your decision to gamble. So that's a great thing. If you haven't done it already, I strongly recommend, if you're looking to quit gambling, if you are trying to quit gambling, if you're currently in recovery, do that. It can't do you any harm. And like I say, it's not caused me any problems. One thing people might be concerned about is whether or not it will get a bit confused and it might stop you from using your card in other ways. Like I say, it hasn't. And the one time I kind of, you know, inadvertently tried to use it in a gambling sense, it worked perfectly, almost too perfectly in the end, because like I say, I wasn't able to help my father-in-law out. But there you go, that's that. Also, while I've been away, there has been a lot of online casinos with a UK gambling licence that are closing in the UK. They are suspending UK-based operations, and yeah, actually stopping operating in the UK altogether. And these are actually some big, relatively established brands. And yeah, the reason I report this is I'm not reporting it as good news as such. I'm kind of, in a sense, sort of pro-choice, really, when it comes to gambling. I'm not in favour of massive over-regulation where everything's banned and nobody can do anything. I'm like Boris, it seems. But I am reporting it because, you know, it's important. If you are currently gambling, or if you've historically gambled with any of these brands, it is worth checking your account, making sure you haven't got any money left in that account. If you have, you only have a set period of time, I believe, to get it out. I think it's quite a long period. I think it's like 60 days, 90 days, something like that. But if you have, or have had, an account with Winning Room, Redbet, Casino Euro, Mr. Smith, Betson, Calzone, or BetSafe, okay, that's Winning Room, Redbet, Casino Euro, Mr. Smith, Betson, Calzone, or BetSafe, then these are all brands that are suspending their UK operations, you know, in the either now or in the foreseeable future, and you will only have a limited amount of time to withdraw any funds you have left at those casinos. So if you have been using those, if you're still gambling, and sometimes you leave a bit of a balance in there for, you know, future play, get in there, get the money out, get that safe. And if you are looking to quit gambling, maybe use that as an opportunity while these casinos are still operating to get that self-exclusion in place. You know, set that self-exclusion for, well, a year. We'll do it now, won't they? Because they won't exist after that. So do that and get that money safe. In other news, what else has been going on while I've been away? Thank you, is all I can say, actually. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. You've still been commenting on my videos. I get so many lovely comments. People saying that my videos are helping them. People, you know, saying that they're really glad they found the channel. Some people saying they binge watched my videos, and God help you if you've been doing that. But thank you. It's very much appreciated. One thing I will address, because I don't want it to be an elephant in the room, is that my videos are now monetized. People have been commenting, and actually people have been very supportive, even, you know, on the occasions where people have seen gambling adverts on my videos. I've been playing around with the tags and stuff on my videos, to trying to see if I can get it to sort of eliminate any gambling adverts. But no, I really appreciate the support in that respect. People have been very understanding. As it happens, for what it's worth, and not that you really care, I haven't actually received any money, and it doesn't look like I probably will, because I don't think I'm going to hit the threshold for actually receiving any money from the videos. But hey, the thought was there, wasn't it, eh? But most importantly, I'll keep making the videos for you guys, because like I say, be honest, for the 50, 60 quid or whatever I'd get, I'd much rather keep receiving your positive comments, and thanks to you for your subscriptions and your likes and all the rest of it. that's kind of it. I'll try and make a few more videos in the future. In fact, I'm probably going to make another one this afternoon to stick on my second channel. Yes, I have a second channel. I want to have a little rant and a rave about a few things, but they're not all directly gambling related, so I'm going to stick them somewhere else. I'll post a link, or I'll let you know, or put it on Twitter or something when I've done that. And if you want to come and support my second channel, then that'd be lovely. In the meantime, I am off. For now, I'm going to go and order a bowl of cheesy chips and 12 pints and see if I can get away with that being a substantial meal. Yes, you get an idea what the first rant might well be about. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe, stay sane, gamble free, and all the rest of that. And I shall catch you on the next one. All the best, guys.